It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns' towering tight end. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Browns and the Dolphins. And it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career has demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Now Tua. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
Here's Tua. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Stockton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. You look at this Browns defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 81 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Back to throw. Stockton over the middle, complete. It's Sullivan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stockton, he's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 53 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Another pass complete to Bellinger. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 33. Waddle, the motion man right. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a yard. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Waddle, the motion man right. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
They'll run on first down with Wright, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 7-7, our score after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Stockton. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. On the give, this is Wright. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On the handoff, it's Wright. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little. But he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Operating from the gun. Stockton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Stockton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Stockton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stockton got his man complete over the middle. That's Sullivan. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stockton. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had 3 touchdown passes in that game a week ago. He's got 2 already here in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Stockton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Operating from the gun. Stockton. He gets it complete to Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And his pass incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Stockton. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Up the middle, Achane. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off play action. Stockton. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Off the play fake. Stockton. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stockton. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. In motion goes the tight end. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that flag accepted. From the gun, it's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stockton, he's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Achane gets it from the gun. They juked him, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 13.
He'll look to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for... All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now Tua. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns 27.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll give this to Achane. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jalen Phillips, the former 1st-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. Stockton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10. They take over.
44, ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run for it with Achane. The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Looking to throw. Stockton. He finds his man. Complete. It's Sullivan. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stockton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. The Browns set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you flip field position.
Oh, man, I think it's a rookie's first catch.
That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 9. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throwing Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Runs through the contact. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Now Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it was thanks in part to the play of their third-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.